The requirements for philosophy, I don't think they really are.
Really?
Yeah, you don't have to do a specific subject in high school in order for you to do. Obviously, if your high school happens to offer philosophy, that would be amazing, but there's definitely not a requirement. Philosophy is basically how we think.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be the same way.
Yeah, it's not like some nuanced topic. It's literally just how we think. And we think about a lot of things. We think about our emotions, our behaviors, why we do what we do, which is psychology.
So you are a philosophy student?
Yes, I'm doing my honors this year. So
wow. So what pushed you to do your honors in philosophy?
This is an interesting question because I actually initially wanted to do, when I started university, psychology, but unfortunately, it wasn't as interesting
as you thought
me.
It would be.
Yeah, for me, it was just kind of boring.
Really?
It's like I knew all the stuff already.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Psychology is so broad and philosophy is not. It might be broad, but it's not as broad as.
No, I
psychology.
think philosophy is definitely more broad.
More broad in
because psychology is there's a specific area of interest, which is
psychology.
Yeah, emotions, mental health, etc., you know.
So,
but philosophy for me, it asks more broad questions, which I'm starting to realize that I was more interested in.
Finding the answers of those broad questions.
Not even finding the answers, just asking the questions.
Oh, okay.
Because it helped me to understand my place in the world and other people's places in the world and why I was here and why I believed what I believe. It literally changed my life. Actually.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I know.
This is the first time I'm hearing somebody say that philosophy changed their mind. I agree with you because it changes the way you think and the way you perceive the world, which is actually quite eye-opening because, most people just think of the world as like a one-way road.
But I know. Yeah,
we should rather think about it as the roundabout, and there are so many possibilities on the routes that you could take.
Yeah, multifaceted.
And each route has, so many possibilities and so many unknowns.
Exactly.
That should interest us and make us excited about living.
Philosophy is amazing because of that it opens your mind to all of those things and it helps you to question. And I love to question. But it also helps you to figure out the best way to answer those questions.
Okay.
Like it teaches you problem solving, critical thinking skills, stuff like that. And it's through essays. And the type of questions that we ask is like, what is a mind? Is it your brain or is it a function? Like inputs and outputs, so like more mechanical. Or we also ask what is racism so that we can identify, like we did this last semester, my last year. We asked the question, what is racism? Because obviously there's still the problem of racism.
It's a very big problem in the world.
But we trying to understand what counts as racism, what doesn't count as racism. So in order to deal with when racism comes up. So we try to find the core of what racism is last year.
Okay. Yeah. Because these things tend to, bother people a lot.
Yes, they do. Yeah.
I don't know why. Sometimes I feel like it's unnecessary but the fact that philosophers, they actually think broad of everything, or they think extra of everything.
They overthink something.
Overanalyze everything. Yeah. So how do you think that this would be actually a useful characteristic that you think we should have in society? Do you think it's good for the youth?
Yes, I was thinking of this last night actually. If I could teach the high school students' philosophy, it would be so amazing, because I think a lot of what philosophy teaches you is relevant, because it teaches you how to think critically about the world and about your place in it, and about what is being said out in the world and what other people are saying, the news, what your teachers are saying, even what your parents are saying, and it helps you to question it for the purpose of finding the truth. If you're just going through life as if without questioning anything,
like,
then you just like,
what is the value of life exactly?
what is the purpose? What makes your life meaningful? You're just doing what everyone else has told you to do, this is the way it's always been, so what's the that is not really living, is it?
Living is being extra or being different.
Yeah, it's being intentional about who you
doing,
are, what you're doing, why you think the way you do, and philosophy gives people the opportunity to do that.
Also,
yes,
in a broader context.
Yeah.
I absolutely agree with you. So when we think about like career-wise, you are doing your honors now, right?
Yes.
And
yes.
eventually you would have to do research and all
Yes,
X and Y, Z.
yes.
So would you actually consider doing your research at a high school or at a primary school, teaching children? Because think about the children that studied philosophy in high school and the ones that didn't study. In this day and age, those are the ones who didn't. Those are mostly the ones who are so happy that we have AI, are so happy that we have, artificial intelligence. But if you actually know how to think for yourself, you won't see artificial intelligence as very important.
Yes,
it is useful, but it's not very important.
Yeah, no, it shouldn't be the standards. We shouldn't be relying on it too much.
Yes.
And the standards used as a tool, but you can't. You have to be able to think for yourself.
Yeah.
So yeah, if I had the opportunity, I don't know about. I would like to teach at university. First of all, lecturer. But eventually, I wouldn't mind maybe funding that opportunity to for students to
do research,
to learn philosophy that in younger grades, in high school, and so or starting an initiative to bring that about. But I think I'm comfortable figuring myself out here where I am now. But definitely when I'm older, I'm open to different opportunities. I also wanted to open a children's home at some point, because I want to help people who've perhaps struggled, especially young people who've struggled. Maybe they don't have parents.
That is very, very good, because in this day and age, we all have to think of how we can add value to society.
Yes, what we can give
to our communities, most importantly.
Definitely.
And tell us how philosophy contributes to psychology, sociology, politics, more importantly, and how this would be so useful that the youth needs to think of this growing up, so that we become better adults, better people, better leaders.
No, philosophy definitely helps you because it has a place in each of those professions: psychology, politics, sociology, definitely, because we all, as human beings, have ascribe to certain philosophies.
Yes.
Philosophy is basically how we think.
It doesn't have to be the same way.
It's not like some nuanced topic. It's literally just how we think. And we think about a lot of things. We think about our emotions, our behaviors, why we do what we do, which is psychology. We think about why we do what we do on a broader scale. It's why societies behave the way they do in sociology. And politics, we think about what kind of governments are best for running the country, which is also tackled within philosophy. All of those subjects actually originates from philosophy, because someone started thinking about it, and then it became more specific, and then the more specific it became, then it became that profession. So we all start with the basic. Philosophy should be seen as a foundation.
Basics.
Yes, the foundation of how to think, basically. And from there, it helps within each of those professions because it helps you to think critically and to problem solve. Does this government work with our country? Why not? Can you argue? It also helps you to argue for or against
a certain government.
Yes, or political movement, etc., etc.
We're gonna think career-wise. How? Because I know many people think about like philosophy. Career aspect, career speaking.
No, I was doing subject advising actually the other day.
Really?
And I was stumped for the first person that came because it was my first time.
Okay.
I'm like, I don't know.
You don't know?
No. I kept education. That was all I could say.
That's all you could say.
Yeah, but she was doing other subjects as well.
So she has a broader access.
Yeah.
Many choices.
But for philosophy, it's mostly academics that you can go into. So research, lecturer. That's
boring.
Pretty much. Okay, maybe for you, but not for me. But also, one of my colleagues as well spoke to me about it after. And she said that you can actually sell yourself.
Yeah.
You're not just in undergrad, especially, you're not just doing philosophy, you're doing 2 other subjects, 3 in your first year. And so you have to work with what you have, you know.
Everything.
And I was also thinking, when you're at university, you're not just doing the subjects. You're doing other things. You're part of clubs. You're doing volunteering. Maybe maybe you have a part-time job. So in that way, you're gaining experience throughout all your activities. Throughout university, and you're not just studying one subject.
And so all of
yourself. All of that adds to what you can do afterwards.
And it also adds value to who you are.
Yes.
And then you're able to sell yourself. So
exactly.
Tell us more about how you would sell yourself.
Myself. I'm seen as a leader. That is evident in, I'm actually part of the Arts Faculty Student Council as well.
Okay.
And I've helped run and manage the volunteers within the department. I mean, within the council.
Faculty.
Within the council.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
council.
but the faculty too, it's the same.
Same thing.
But we ran initiatives last year, like with Women's Day, we had a sanitary drive.
Wow.
We had a sports day, sports and wellness day. So we did it just before exams to garner some excitement, some rest from before exams started. De-stressing. We also did a meditation day to also de-stress because it was towards the end of the year we did most of the events. And so that was within the faculty. And it was nice to be part of that. And that is one of the positions where I had to step up because someone has to do it, Someone has to do it. Let me just say that. I did have a good group, though, that I worked with. Those opportunities came to me. And that is just from going out of my way.
To do
first
and
year
make
I
messaged.
But first year I messaged my lecturers to show them I was interested. So I just asked the normal questions like, what do I do here? I'm thinking this, especially in philosophy, I asked my tutors, I'm thinking this way, is it right, isn't it? Etc., etc. And I think that helped me not only improve my marks, but it helped me feel more confident and comfortable within the faculty, within university, understanding my place. And then second year, I had another opportunity with AP.
Tell us about
it. Which also just came to me because of my input. And there we learned like life skills, basically. And CV skills, personality. We did personality tests.
Okay.
I actually did it with Tulani also, the main guy running this podcast. And we did podcasting as well. We're training on that. And we went to children's home and spoke to them about human trafficking and other things, just to educate them and to be aware, And those, And then the third year was the student council. And all those things came to me. So I would describe myself as a leader and as a hard worker.
Absolutely.
Definitely, because I have to work hard to do.
And you also have to go the extra mile.
Yeah.
It's not easy.
Yeah. And as someone like in the position I'm in, I have a lot of influence.
Okay.
Not through my choice, just because of how I am. You know, it's not something I consciously choose to do, but I like to remain humble. That's why I'm not like trying to say I'm this guy. You know, a lot of people see me as that guy, but yeah, you like the guy that achieves everything. But I'm just
Be
a
humble. Yeah.
Yes, I'm just a normal human being. Like any one of the students, any one of you can become like me or become even better.
Even
actually.
better than you. I know you wish that people actually become even better.
Yes,
than you.
definitely. I want to encourage people, and that's why I think that's definitely one way I'd sell myself is that I am the one that will encourage other people to grow within the group.
Yes.
I won't focus on myself because it's not about me at the end of the day. It's about
the team.
Yes, and the mission we're trying to achieve.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay,
so,
wow. Very, very, very inspiring. All the things that you do, going the extra mile. It's not easy as a student, you know.
I know. Yeah.
Many students come to school and just decide, I'm going to just be full on academics. But how does that really make your experience, you know, meaningful?
No,
you need to be, you know, extra. Tell us about how philosophy also, I know you mentioned so many times that you're a leader, but how does philosophy play its role in your leading style? Also, how you live with people.
Oh, okay.
Important.
So I would say, in terms of how it plays a role in my leading style, it helps me, especially in moments of like when answer needs to come now, or like stressful moments. You know, it helps me to take a step back, to breathe, and to think through it. Most importantly, it just helps me to think, okay, this is the situation. What can I do? What can't I do? That's it. What I can do, I can do. What I can't do, I can't do. And that's it. Then it helps me to center myself, to ground myself. The skills I learned there, that's what it helps me to do. Yeah. And through that, it definitely improves my skills as a leader, because then I'm not panicking with everyone else, freaking out. What are we going to do now? I don't know. But yeah, no, that's what I appreciate about philosophy, teaching me. And then with how it helps me with day-to-day life.
Yeah.
It helps me appreciate other people.
Really?
Yes. Because it makes me more open to different ideologies, different viewpoints, different traditions, cultures, etc. Essentially different ways of understanding the world.
Yes.
So philosophy opened me up to understanding them.
The ideas.
Yes. And
everybody's ideas.
And the ideas, and then subsequently the person behind the ideas as well. Because beforehand I was like very, not closed off, I was still open, but I was like, oh, this person did this because they don't like me, or what. Meanwhile, they're just doing it because they had a bad day, or they weren't even thinking about me. They were just going about their day doing something else. With opening my mind up, I realized that each person has their own life. It's not all about me. It's they just living their life. I'm just living my life, and that's all I can do.
Don't overthink.
Yes. Funny enough, it made me not overthink.
Because
but
despite of it making you overthink.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. So,
no, I know that sometimes we just bother ourselves with you know, the world.
Yes.
Whereas you should really focus on yourself, especially as a young person first. Make yourself a priority, and then people will come after. But first, you are the priority in your life. Yeah, that's very good. So guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't. Any comments or questions that you have for Luke, he's happy to answer them.
Yeah.
Let's go back to high school.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
The high schoolers who are like watching and they're like, wow,
Okay, yes.
such an inspiring young
Oh
man.
my word. Okay. Yeah.
So tell them, what are the requirements to study philosophy?
Oh.
How much hard work did it take you, or how can they get into studying philosophy? And
The requirements for philosophy, I don't think they really are.
Really?
Yeah. You don't have to do a specific subject in high school in order for you to do. Obviously, if your high school happens to offer philosophy, that would be amazing. But
Yeah.
there's definitely not a requirement. I would say just, I can't even say.
Did you do history in high school?
No.
Oh, okay.
I did consumers, life sciences, and geography.
Oh,
Yeah. I was planning to be a psychologist. That's why I took those
everything
subjects.
is just different ways.
Oh, yeah.
Consumers, what?
Yeah, everything is different.
Just
Yeah.
broad.
But yeah, now I just took philosophy on a whim, actually. I didn't know what to do. I just wanted to do psychology. I did. Unfortunately, my subject choosing was online,
Oh,
so I
okay.
didn't have anyone to tell me what is best
Or to
subject.
advise you also.
Yeah, so I just did language and communications, LCS, classical culture, which is the study of Greek and Roman society, we also did philosophers there, actually.
Yeah, those are the
Sophocles
biggest
and-
philosophers
yeah,
of the world.
exactly. And then philosophy and psychology.
Oh, okay.
And they all worked very well together.
Hand in hand, yeah.
I dropped LCS, but it was also very nice to do that. But yeah, no, I just happened to find myself more and more interested in philosophy, as we continue to do that. So I would say, if you do take philosophy, just the only thing that can prepare you is if you do a lot of reading in high school, like outside of the
Yeah, because
classroom. The
essays.
the
my brother.
essays you need.
How do you deal?
No, I do well.
You enjoy writing?
Yes, I do enjoy writing. The one thing a love for writing is also very
Important,
good to have.
especially in the whole arts faculty.
Yeah, actually, the whole arts faculty. Yeah, hectic.
Yo, tell the high schoolers who actually think the arts faculty is our drawing.
No,
gosh.
I was also I wasn't surprised. It makes sense because it's a university, but there's no. If you want to draw, I'm sorry, university is not where you come to draw. There's colleges for that.
For drawing, eh?
Yes.
Yo.
Yeah, no.
Animation schools also.
Animation schools also, yes, definitely.
But not.
No.
But actually, when I was in high school, so I had an arts teacher because I wasn't very good at art. But it was an extra class that I did outside of school, an extramural activity. And I think he was Dutch.
Okay, yeah.
He was studying social work at the University of, I think, the Netherlands. Some university that side.
Yeah.
And so he gave us arts. He actually said that drawing is a very important aspect in their degree because through drawing they understand children better.
Oh.
Yes. So coming
makes
to
sense.
university, I thought that bachelors of arts in universities, South African universities, also think that do the same way. You understand where I'm going? Yeah. So I thought that they also study children through understanding what they draw.
Yeah.
And so he would say that what you draw and how you draw it always has a meaning. Because most things the child won't communicate to you, but the child will draw the things.
Yes,
and then
yes,
that's
yes.
how you know, even children who study with linguistics and and what you call it, speech therapy. Yeah. So that's how you get to understand the child.
Okay.
So that's how I thought. And I'm not the only high schooler who's thought of drawing as
I
part
mean,
of
you
the
can use drawing as a tool, but unfortunately, you won't be marked on it.
Hey.
You have to do the essays.
Okay. Yeah.
But it's a kind of art. It's just the art with words. That's why I say that reading is so important.
Okay.
It's like art with words, basically. It's like any fiction book, except you're dealing with actual facts.
Tell us, how does AI or automation, or do you think AI and automation will create new opportunities for philosophy graduates?
This is a tricky question to answer
Really?
because they are, at the moment, the university is up and doesn't have a policy
On how to deal with AI.
Yes, so there are some departments that are like, yes, let's go for it, and others that are like, no, you fail immediately. So
yeah, and many lecturers also have different opinions.
yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure about the stance in the philosophy department.
Okay.
So what I would advise is, yes, AI can be used as a tool, same as Google. Like, for example, you can, if you're running low on ideas, or if you have to speak about a certain concept which you're not familiar with, you can definitely use it to learn, to find out more.
Okay.
But you just be careful with the facts that it spits out, because we all know it doesn't actually. Yes, it can be complete nonsense.
Exactly.
Made up stuff.
And many people don't realize that AI is just, it could be a scam at a certain point, but not that it's bad, but that we can't rely on it 100%.
Yeah, you can't even rely on it 50%. You must rely on it 20%.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
This goes to all the students who think AI is everything.
Yes,
Yo,
yes.
are you serious?
Yeah. No, you must be very cautious with how you use it.
Yes.
So you can use it as a tool, but don't copy paste. Just learning. So
Every smart person should know.
Yes.
Even when you're copying, you can't just copy.
Yeah, exactly.
You should summarize. That's why we learn summarizing.
Yeah. But no, AI, I would, just advise to be very limited in how you use it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you think that AI actually contributes to philosophy and how people think? Or do you think that it's robbing us of how we think or limiting us in any way?
So I think it's more robbing us
Really?
than it is contributing. Because, it can help like people who have never known before, like first years especially, with coming up with ideas.
Yeah, especially just like leading them or guiding them.
Yes, guiding them.
How to stay.
Yeah, within the work. But the thing is with AI, most of what's already been, AI draws its information from work that's already been written about.
By other people.
Yes, by other people. And so it's not new ideas. And in university, we want new ideas.
We
don't want
other
things that have
thinking.
already been said, especially since we're going to have to reference it anyway.
And obviously that's why we're doing research, because we want to know what Luke is thinking.
Yes, we want to know what you are as a human being is thinking, not as a robot. That is, can we even call it intelligence if it's just repeating what other people are saying?
No, absolutely not. And that's what people need to realize, actually. And thank you for mentioning that, because it's just something that we don't actually think about.
Yeah, I know. But now, we should just use it as a tool. Literally use it as a tool. It's not going to make you the next big philosopher. It's not going to make you the next big researcher. It's just a tool. Like, please don't rely
any other
on
textbook.
It. Yes, no, maybe not textbook. Well, textbook. Okay, I see.
Do you see?
No, I was thinking like as an actual tool.
Oh, hello.
Yeah.
Okay, so what skills does philosophy teach that you think are very useful in the workplace or in the professional field?
So I've already mentioned them actually. It's critical thinking skills. But to be more specific, when I say critical thinking, I mean when you're looking at a piece of text, you're asking questions about it. You're not just reading it and accepting it as
everything.
Fact. Yes, you're actually saying, is this possible? Can this be true? Why wouldn't it be true? In what situations would it be true? In what situations wouldn't it be true? So you're just asking a bunch of questions about this, and in that way you're also engaging more, much better with the text than you would have otherwise. So yeah, that's definitely one of the skills it teaches you, as well as problem solving, because that's just one more aspect of critical thinking. By basically dissecting this piece of text, and not even just the text, situations in real life as well, you will, by dissecting them, you will be able to come up with solutions to any problems that might arise or that you're facing at the moment.
And problem solving is a very important tool, or a very important skill.
Yes.
In the workplace, in every workplace.
Yeah, in every workplace.
Especially as the leader in the workplace, we need to be problem solvers.
Exactly.
We need to be assertive. We need to be open-minded.
Yes.
In everything.
Yes, you need to actually believe in what you're saying as a leader as well.
Exactly.
And you can't believe in what you're saying if what you're saying is like you unsure about in any way.
You need to back your words with your actions.
Exactly, and that also brings you to the next thing that philosophy helps you with, which is argumentation.
Ooh.
So we're arguing not in a why did you do that to me? Blah, blah.
But in a more like debating manner.
Yes, debating.
You can defend your facts.
Yes, exactly. So once you break down your text or problem through critical thinking, you have a greater understanding of it, and then any problems that you've seen, you can account for them, if you can account for them, or you justify what you believe, what is right within that text, or what your solution to a problem. So that's, with that backing, now you can better argue and face any problems or any issues other people bring up, because you use your skills, to understand it.
Absolutely agree. I absolutely agree. Even in the workplace, as the leader, you need to actually be the one who thinks extra or goes extra mile. And that's also why philosophy plays such an important role.
Yes,
you need to be, because people actually rely on you, having answers to their questions.
Yes, exactly. They want to, especially if they expected to do a good job, but you can't expect. Then they need the answers to the questions that they have. They need the justifications. They need to understand that what they're doing is worthwhile. And
as the leader, you need to make sure that that information is,
legit, verifiable.
Oh gosh, guys, it's not easy, eh?
I mean, it's life. That is life. It's not easy, but it's worth it in the end. So,
in the end, when you die.
Well, not in, no. When you see a project
when you achieve,
when you achieve your goal.
Oh gosh.
Not in the end. Hectic though.
Oh gosh. So, tell us more about the challenges that philosophy graduates face when transitioning out of university into the workplace.
So I haven't really transitioned from, because I'm still doing honors, you know. I haven't actually started a real job or whatever. But I have done waitering and been within the hospitality business. So before I did the industry, thank you. Before I did this degree, for 3 years after high school, I did hospitality management. So I have worked at hotels and restaurants. So I've been in a certain type of workplace, and I have experience there, and it's definitely helped me with my speaking skills and my just skills, speaking, interpersonal skills.
Okay.
Yeah, so otherwise I wouldn't be doing this.
Are you serious? Because...
Yeah.
So which one played the role? Is it the fact that you were already out in the open, you already started getting yourself out of your shell? Or is it the fact that, okay, with philosophy now, you understand people better, you have a broader...
I think they both definitely had a role to play.
Really?
Yes.
So do you think that you would actually ever go back to the hospitality
No, never. Hey, waitering is hard work, guys. Hey. No, please. If you want to do that, you have to be strong physically.
Physically and also mentally.
And mentally, because you are constantly under pressure.
Under pressure and
Constantly.
dealing with people who don't understand.
Yes,
And they don't
definitely.
care.
Yeah, they don't have no mercy or either. You are just, you are
tool.
no better than a computer. Yeah, give me what I want, please. Thank you.
Oh my word. And I can't believe that we also go to restaurants and also
Yeah, but yeah, then next time, please tip your waiter well. Please.
we try.
Please.
So
Yeah.
also tell us about,
Mm.
how would you advise high schoolers,
Yeah.
to actually study philosophy? How is it
Okay.
going to add value to their lives? So that we actually have more people who are interested to join your class.
Please, we need more people. We want more people.
Really?
Yeah.
And I'm sure more people would be willing and, ready to, especially ladies.
Yes, especially ladies. You're right. No, just in philosophy, I would say you just need to have curiosity. It's very important to be interested in the world, in everything. Just be interested to learn, to grow, to change not only yourself to become better, but also the people around you. That's how I entered philosophy. I wanted to grow. I wanted to learn. That's true of any subject within the arts.
Arts faculty.
Yeah, because you have to be interested in learning and wanting to learn. And philosophy is just one way of doing that, but it's also the way that sets the foundation for all the other subjects. Because as we've discussed, it helps you to think. So yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
So finally, how do you think philosophy has made you a great student? And how would it also make you a great student? How it's made you a great student and a great leader?
Okay.
And how would it also do the same to somebody else?
So it's just helped me to be more confident, as we've said, with what I believe, and to defend my worldview, my point of view, and also to understand other people's. Yes, exactly. Thank you.
How would it also do the same?
Well, obviously, well, I can't speak for someone else because we are all different. We are all on different life journeys, but definitely consider philosophy in your first year, especially as a starting point. Just get the foundation down because it does teach you valuable skills, especially that you need within university life.
And also in life in general.
In general, I can't stress that enough. It helps you to think at the end of the day, and to think like, I know I've been saying it helps you to think, but like, it's like think in a way that is actually conducive to learning and to understanding and to growing, and not just think as in like in a more, I don't know how I was before, insecure, unsure kind of way, like doubting. What philosophy has helped me achieve, and what I think it will help others achieve, is more confidence in yourself and in who you are. Definitely. It will make you question everything about yourself at first, but that's how you get to the answer. And that's important. It's important to question yourself.
And it's also important to question society.
Exactly.
Why everything is happening the way
exactly.
it's
But
happening.
remember, when you're doing philosophy, please remember, don't get stuck in the questioning. Please.
Oh, think about more the answers.
Yes, you actually have to come up with your own answer.
Your own answers to everything.
Yes. You can rely on other people's work, see if you agree, if you don't agree. But make sure you do find an answer. Otherwise, I don't know where you will end up. I'm sorry. You must...
You'll just be a question with
yeah, exactly.
Oh my gosh.
It's important to question, but it's also important to have an answer at the end of the day.
Wow.
Yeah. But
Thank you, Luke. Such valuable information that you shared with us.
Thank you.
And we are happy to have hosted you today at Edu-Knowledge Exchange Podcast.
I'm happy to be a part of this, especially.
And to the audience, of course, the viewers, comment, like, and subscribe. And this is our episode. Peace.